I'll bring the wine, you bring the glasses. What a great time we'll have while it lasts us. I can't wait to toast with you, so call me a cab.
Hi, I'm JoAnne, and this is Call Me a Cab, a show about tasting wine without intimidation. Today on the show, we'll be trying 3 wines from the Vice and pairing them with food based on suggestions from the internet. We also have a special return guest, Timothy Sands, who you may know from A Fashionable Father on YouTube. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you've already subscribed, thanks, and welcome back. Let's get started. And here is Timothy. Welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm excited to be back.
How have you been? It's been a minute.
It's been since last time.
Which was the first season.
We would call each other friends?
Yes.
And we haven't seen each other
we would call each other
for 2 years?
No, and I do feel like you are a good friend, and it's funny because I don't ever see you.
Yeah.
But this is why I like YouTube, because I actually do see you. I see you every couple of weeks.
I know, right? But it's dangerous. It's like FaceTime. Oh yeah, I saw you. I'm like, did you though?
Yeah. Now the big difference is you were probably dressed head to toe nice, and I was definitely in sweatpants if you saw me on the top. So since your last time here, have you had any wine? Or did you bring any home from here?
Oh yeah, I totally did. It was a white.
Mm-hmm. An Albarino, I think.
Oh, how do you remember?
I watch my show.
No, but it was fantastic. Wife was impressed.
Good,
yeah.
good.
And that was really cool.
How did she like your episode?
Oh yeah, she loved it.
Okay.
Yeah, she loved it.
Okay. This time we were lucky enough that the Vice has provided us with wines for the entire episode.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so
Is this a first?
This is a first all episode. They gave us a white, a rosé, and a red, and I am so very excited.
That's cool.
The first wine we're gonna try is the Vice Rutherford Sauvignon Blanc from Napa, California.
Nice.
And since you're a bartender, I'm gonna go ahead and let you
I'm
open the
this bad
first
boy.
bottle. So Vice wines are a luxury band of wines that are created by Malik Amrani and Tori Greenberg. And they're a married couple, and they have a dog named Bruce Wayne Amrani. And the fun thing is, if you look on their website, their About Me stuff, they list their vices. Like,
oh, nice.
One of them is running, one of them is rosé. Bruce Wayne Amrani, the dog, has his ball and his ducky are his vices. What are your vices?
Oh, really? We just leaned into that? Clothes. It
Now,
is
what
an absolute vice.
Within clothes, what is your vice?
I think the people on my channel would probably just assume shoes.
Yeah.
And it's not. I think my obsession with shoes is because I can't find the perfect shoe.
Sure.
So maybe that is.
So it's a quest.
So I'd almost say my vice, it's either coats or pants. I could just not stop buying pants. I'm gonna let you.
Be something bad for you?
I think there is that thought that a vice
good point,
is bad.
right?
If it's just something that you love, why not indulge in something that you love?
Yes, but does anybody need 10 pairs of pants?
10 people do. I'm gonna go ahead and pour you,
So
pour you a little glass of this.
am I gonna give pants to people now? I
Golden
guess I should.
stuff.
I should just
I
give
know.
pants.
You got to figure out what you're gonna do when you get new pants to get rid of old pants.
Yeah.
All right.
And then there was that whole, minimalist movement.
Vices for me, I guess at this point you can say wine is a vice.
Yeah.
So wine and then cats. Not a crazy cat lady. I just like cats. So yeah, wine for sure, and I'm sure I'll think of some others along the way. So let's start out by smelling this, and we'll chit-chat a little bit more. Tell me if you smell anything, and I'm not going to say anything this time because I was influencing you last time.
Oh, that's right, you were.
So I want you to tell me
you
if you smell
incepting me.
anything.
I feel like I smell apple.
Okay. Don't be sad.
I know. I mean,
Disappointed.
Apples are great.
every time I smell a white wine, though, I feel like I smell apple.
I mean, I feel like that's fair because that's probably something to do with the process how they make it. It is very light smelling. It's on the sweet smelling side. Sometimes they're stingy and pungent, and this doesn't have that. It's a little, maybe like outdoorsy.
Now, what do you mean when you say outdoorsy?
Like if you're at the lake and it just smells like
Fresh?
the woods.
And woods?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Which again would
grass.
make sense, right?
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
and they grow grapes outside, so they are outdoorsy by nature.
High
So,
level. This is high level.
Yeah. All right. I think we should try it here.
All right.
Cheers. Taste it. Tell me what you think. It's more savory than I thought it would be.
Yeah, there's a lot going on just on the front end. Am I right?
What are you feeling or tasting?
I'm tasting a little bit of citrus.
Okay. But not overpoweringly.
No.
Like it's not bitey.
No, there's not much on the back end. Like the aftertaste,
Yeah.
there's not much aftertaste at
Yeah.
all.
Smidge tart, but like in a pleasant way, like a lemon pie.
No, that's a great way to describe it because I wanted to say sour. I was like, it's not sour.
Yeah. Just a
But
little
it has
tart.
a little tartness to it.
And then a little savoriness, like a little, kind of like a Himalayan sea salt. Like it's not a straight up salt taste, but it's got a little savoriness to it.
Okay. And so when you say savory, almost kind of alluding to salt, kind of
kind of that umami thing they talk about, you know? That's kind of delightful. And it does taste a little bit like apple. There is a little bit of an apple-y,
like
lemony.
a green apple, like a
Like a Granny Smith. There you go. There you go.
This.
So
Better.
Malik's vices were wine, triathlons, and pizza.
Triathlon is not a vice.
Well, I mean, I
have a twist.
have run marathons before, and I'm impressed with triathlons, but I'm beyond impressed with this one because he's not just a triathlete. He's a Team
that's right.
USA.
This dude's an Olympian.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's pretty cool.
That is really cool. Now, actually, I'm kind of curious about, because you were going through some of the notes. They don't own a winery. They source the Sauv Blanc grape, and then they make their own wines.
Look at this guy learning stuff. No, it's true. And that's something I didn't know when I started the show. I thought there was a vineyard.
Yeah, me neither.
And you picked the grapes and you made the wine there at the vineyard, and then you bottled it and you sold it. I mean, that's one way. But sometimes there's a winery without a vineyard because they get their grapes from somewhere else.
Exactly.
And sometimes, I don't even know if these guys count as a winery. They're a wine brand.
Okay.
So I don't know if there's like one place where they make all the wines. I should look into that. But I've learned that sourcing grapes is a very common thing. And I feel like that's my in if I ever get to make wines. I'm probably not going to own a bunch of land up there. But I do like the idea of sourcing grapes and making wine.
Do you kind of see yourself doing that?
I would love to. I would love to.
Awesome. I didn't know that about you.
We'll see what my future holds. Okay, so now we're going to talk food pairing.
Okay, cool.
Sauvignon Blancs are famously paired with goat cheese. So go ahead and grab some goat cheese.
I go first, huh?
Yeah, I think maybe that was a mistake I was making in my first couple of episodes, is taking stuff before I offer it to my guests. Yep.
Okay. I'm going to eat, and then maybe you might get to.
Yeah, no, I will definitely join you in the eating portion. How do you like the goat cheese?
It's good.
I love goat cheese. Okay, and this is a little herb, so we'll see how that affects the herbiness of this.
It's definitely going to change the taste.
Thoughts?
I thought it was going to be like a profound difference. It isn't.
Yeah?
It kind of is nice, though, because the cheese is so heavy. The wine kind of cleanses it.
It really didn't do a big
It didn't
change
change it at all.
But that's the good pairing, and this is why, famously, I think people are like, put goat cheese with Sauvignon Blanc, because that wine we already liked. It was already good. Mm-hmm. We both liked that, and together it's like, I could keep going at this.
Yeah, it didn't like all of a sudden make this more tart or anything else like that.
No, it didn't take any of the flavors away. It didn't give it an aftertaste. That's great.
Right?
That's fantastic. All right, Vice, 1 for 1 so far. I am very impressed. And I just wanted to point something out before we move on to the next wine. My friend from A Fashionable Father brought different wardrobe choices. What did you call him?
The kids are calling him Fits.
He brought a bunch of fits. He's got a whole bunch of fits. And so, as you may have noticed at the top of the show, I had a few different fits myself. Timothy went through and paired my fits with his fits. And so we're trying to be fashionable together with the guidance of my friend Timothy.
I'm very proud of her because you gave me so many options.
Aw.
I don't expect that out of you. So it's cool. I mean, I do. No, I mean, never mind. I'm going to stop talking.
Moving on to the next wine. So for our next wine, we're going to be having the 2020 Pinot Noir Rosé from The Vice, also from Napa. I'm going to go ahead and get this one open because I know how to open a bottle of wine just as much as a bartender does. I do want to ask you a fashion question real quick.
Please do.
Well, because Tori Greenberg of The Vice, her vices are fashion.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, sleep and rosé. So I think this all works out. So my question for you, especially based on my outfit right now, is form or function? Because sometimes, you know, things I love. By the way, I love this stuff, and there are so many things I have that I'm like, I love this. I can't wear that because I'll be, you know, eating or talking to people.
Yeah, that's not even made for dinner.
So for you as a style first kind of guy,
I know, right?
I do feel like men's fashion, you have a lot more functionality already built into your clothes, whereas like you don't have a lot of this.
Yeah, we have very little of that. But
I'm sure it comes up. And what is your priority, and how do you choose?
I'm not going to choose. I would want to say that probably the coolest part of any design, right, is that the fact that you have both. But that's a cop-out, isn't it?
I'm going to go ahead and pour you some wine while we keep talking about it. I don't think it's a cop-out. I think it's like wine and food pairing. The perfect match is going to be the best.
Yeah,
option.
right? And
what's your favorite era of fashion?
The 60s.
60s.
I love 60s, and I also do kind of love the 20s-esque.
Oh, okay.
Which is, if you look at 20s, it has kind of that polished, almost 60s look too. So the 20s and 60s have a lot of similarities. So if you're talking era, those are my two favorite.
I have a question for you. Well, let's give this a smell and then we'll talk
Oh yeah,
about the
right?
next
We're
question.
talking
Yeah.
so much about fashion.
It's beautiful. It's actually a gorgeous color. My nice orangey pink.
Hey, this is like a Pinot.
This is a
Rosé?
Pinot Noir rosé. So normally Pinot Noirs, you're thinking of red
Yep,
wines.
absolutely.
Where the rosés get their color is from the skin. So it's the same grape you would use for the Pinot Noir in a red wine. This takes less of the red because the skins are taken out sooner. So.
Gotcha.
All right, so I'm gonna smell it. Oh, it's refreshing. It's refreshing. I like the smell.
It's very refreshing.
What does it smell like? I don't want to tell. I want you to say.
I'm always agreeing with you.
It doesn't. It can be anything you think. What are you thinking when you smell it?
I kind of feel like I smell pear.
Okay.
Do you smell pear?
It wasn't my first instinct, but I can smell it with the suggestion of it. What do you smell that maybe isn't even
a fruit, right?
A fruit, or just like what does it make you think of? Even if it's not something you smell, like this reminds me of the beach, but like not the Southern California beach, like that like San Luis
Northeast?
Obispo kind of like tall grass in the sand kind of beach.
Yes.
Because smell is one of the strongest sense memories,
I feel like this is a skill.
I don't even worry about the skill part of it. Because
Yeah,
this is
maybe that's why
my
I'm hung up.
experience. And my experience, sometimes I smell a thing, like a pear or something, and sometimes I'm like, this reminds me of when I was at a carnival, or this reminds me of when I was at the beach, or this reminds me of when I was in Europe or something. And it's like, I don't know what the smell is. Yeah, it's like, stop feeling like you're being tested or judged. What do you smell, or what does it make you think of? I mostly smell like, to me, it's like a beachy, like a little fruity, beachy, kind of fall-ish.
Yeah.
Like a late
And when you say
late
like
summer,
San Luis
early.
Obispo Beach, I'm like, yes, I'm on board.
Right?
Yeah, that totally makes sense.
There you go. Just strolling along the beach. All right, let's taste it.
Let's taste it. Yeah.
Cheers.
I like it. It's light.
Yeah,
It's very light. It's lighter than the Sauv Blanc, in my opinion.
I agree. What flavors pop out to you?
Right away, just comparing to Sauv Blanc, way less tart.
Yep.
Hold on, let me.
Like a hint of tart. The other one had that sort of citric-y,
Yes,
lemony
exactly.
thing. This one is more like,
Super subtle.
Yeah.
Not savory at all.
I have a
Meaning
teensy,
positive way.
weensy little bit of strawberry flavor to me,
Okay.
and
yeah.
a teensy, weensy little watermelon. Like strawberry, watermelon.
So I need to lean into that.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking melon.
Danny did bring up the point about how much the look of a bottle influences you or affects you, or is even important. If you're bringing wine, do you bring wine to parties?
No, I usually bring beer. But
I
no,
mean,
if
I feel
I'm
like it
going
would
to go
apply to a
pick
beer,
out
too.
a bottle of wine, I'm either going with something I'm familiar with or recommended. If I'm going outside my wheelhouse or whatever, yes, the branding totally affects me.
Yeah, and I hate that so many people do write off the artwork. Good artwork on a bottle is just one of the parts of what makes it great.
Well, like we were just talking about, I have a kinship to the 60s and the 20s. So if you design a bottle with some awesome kind of like retro 60s look to it, then I'm gonna buy your bottle of wine.
Let's move on to the pairing, shall we? Grilled peaches, they've got basil and a little bit of alva, a little bit of salt and pepper.
Have you done this before?
I haven't done this particular recipe.
Okay.
This was based on the internet suggestion. But I have done grilled fruits before, and I forget when I first found out about it, but it was one of those things like, what? Grilled fruits? And it seemed
Agreed.
weird. Think of a pie full of luscious, warm fruit that is delicious.
Oh yeah, good point.
That's what's happening. So you got a little fork down there, so go ahead and pick a little fork and then grab yourself a little peach. They're a little soft, so I don't know how. You might want to do one of these.
One of these?
Yeah.
All right.
All right. I like that. What are your thoughts?
They're interesting.
The savory with the sweet. It's a thing. It's a thing. And if you're not expecting that, if you're expecting like sugary.
It was. I was caught off guard by
The
the basil. Yeah, the savoriness.
Now that it's been there for a second.
good.
Thoughts?
Yeah, definitely.
I actually really like this.
Yeah, the aftertaste is really good. But yeah, it did catch me off guard.
All right. Let's try
The
it.
comparison to pie wasn't great.
For me, this brought the acidity in this way up.
Okay, yes. Because I was like, wait, something changed
Something
with
changed.
this wine. And I'm going, it has more of a bite.
Isn't it funny too? In the last one, it didn't change at all.
Nothing.
But this is how different food pairings can be.
I would almost not do this,
Okay.
right? Because I love how light this is.
And so put that down. Put that away.
I
Make
know,
that,
right?
Yeah, make it go away somewhere.
Make it go away.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, you know what? This was good. It did catch me off guard. I know I like to do this. I don't really want to insult your food.
I don't
because
care.
it's good.
No, I don't care. This is the internet's food. This is not my food. I mean, I made it, but
You liked it though.
I did like it.
Yeah,
and,
you're feeling
and
it.
that's okay. I think it's okay that we like different things. Like, I think in
I know.
life,
I know, right?
everyone, you're allowed to like different things. And that's the thing I don't like about wine people telling you, this is a good wine, this is a bad wine, this is a flavor you should be going for, this is a flavor you shouldn't be going for. I understand that when you're working in the winery and you're trying to create Cabernet that tastes like Cabernet, you got some rules to go by. But if you're out here in the land of the drinkers and you're like, I like a Cabernet that punches me in the face with fruit, and I'm like, I like something a little more tannic and a little less fruity, neither one of us is wrong.
Yeah, agreed.
Like what you like.
Agreed.
So I love the pairings. I love to do them and have them enhance the food, and I don't mind so much when they don't enhance the food. It's like anything else. Like, give it a try.
Yeah.
Give it a try. If you don't like it, you don't like it. It's fine.
Yeah, run with it, right?
Yeah. All right, I got more questions, but we're gonna move on to the next one.
I know, right?
I don't know how to take it off all cool like you do. Oh, thank you.
Quite welcome.
Gentleman and a fashionista?
So he's the gentleman. Are you the fashionista?
No, you know how they say a gentleman and a scholar?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know how much he knows. I don't know if he's a scholar.
Wow.
Thank you, JoAnne.
This is how you know we're friends.
Yeah, right? And I keep coming back for this.
The next wine we're going to have is the House Cabernet, which is funny because when you're in a bar, the House Cabernet is always like the cheap stuff. But this is something they've actually worked really hard to perfect. And there's even one of those cute little QR codes on the back. If you like zap the QR code, it gives you a little video of the founder talking about
The other ones didn't have
the
that?
wines. They might have. I mean, look.
Okay.
Way to ask a question I don't have the answer to. But the other nice thing about the founder of this wine, he's not just an athlete. That's not what his big deal in wine. He's actually what they call a level 3 sommelier.
Yeah, that's right.
So he knows what he's talking about. So from
But
that
I feel like that would
standpoint,
almost be kind of a prerequisite
it's
if you're
not.
making
So
wine.
sommeliers
No? Okay.
are wine experts, but they're in particular service industry driven. Considering we just got through a pandemic or are on the way of getting through a pandemic, sommeliers obviously are one of those jobs that probably went away for the most part. I do feel like sommeliers would have a good future in moving into winemaking because they do know so much.
Yeah, I thought it would be a natural progression.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and open this. I have a question for you with regards to the trench coats and the collars. Are you a collar out or a collar in person, or it depends on the day? Or
I'm seldom putting a collar out of a jacket.
isn't that funny? And I'm almost always putting a collar out of a jacket. I'm a child of the 80s. I love that layered, a polo.
The funny thing is, I'm always kind of
Oxford.
annoyed with lapels.
Oh.
Like the big lapels coming back right now, and I'm like, no.
Those big lapels and big sleeves and stuff help those of us that are like sort of adjusting.
You're absolutely right, actually.
You know, so
No,
if you have a
huge-
narrow frame and you're like, I just wish I had wider shoulders, those lapels suddenly give an illusion.
The irony of that is your lapel is supposed to balance you. So if you have skinny shoulders,
Oh, you
you're
mean
supposed to wear a skinnier
skinnier-
lapel.
so that you won't look off.
Yeah, because it will actually dwarf your shoulders.
So I guess I'm thinking less of lapels and more of shoulder pads because that's my era.
Yeah, that's a whole nother thing.
I loved them. In the 80s, it was great because you could be wearing just whatever, jeans and a t-shirt, and then run home, throw on a blazer with
Big
shoulder pads and some earrings, and you are ready to go to the club. Okay. I'm going to let you describe things. Tell me what you smell.
I smell grapes.
Do you really? Or are you just being sassy?
I'm being slightly sassy, yes.
Okay. What do you actually smell?
I smell dirt in a good way.
Okay. Yep.
Earth.
Yep.
It feels earthy.
Yep. And I like that in a red wine. I also smell like cherries or something. Okay.
Who
All
knows
right.
what they're made of.
Let's just taste it. I have to say all three were very smooth.
Yeah, this is very smooth. Do you get that, especially with reds, that texture on your tongue and the roof of your mouth?
Where it makes it a little dry?
Yes.
Yes. Those are called tannins.
Oh, those are tannins.
Yes.
Okay, good.
And do you like that feeling or not?
Sometimes no.
Yeah. And I love the tannins. Honestly, if I could taste a wine that had almost like no wine flavor in it, only had that tannin thing, I'm like, yeah.
It is interesting. I think I could learn to like it.
I don't know why I like it.
It's
but...
sometimes a little off-putting though.
So a lot of times with reds, the internet and the world at large will suggest pairing it with meats. Lots of different porks and steaks and things like that. This season we've done all vegetarian. I don't know if you noticed, but we've done all vegetarian. So this lovely, hot, delicious treat
The steam is
waiting
pouring off of
for
it.
us. It's got two kinds of mushrooms and a tarragon, which I've never used before, a little bit of olive oil and a little mashed potatoes, a little cream, a little salt, a little pepper. So it's just a little
I forget you're
savory.
such an awesome cook.
I don't know that I knew that I was. So go ahead and give yourself a little scoop of this delicious hot potato dish that we're having.
It's good. You did, that's really good.
Oh my God. Even
Right?
cold, not that it's cold, because it hasn't been sitting here the whole time we've been shooting.
It's delicious, yeah, it's really good.
Oh my God. It's not too savory, it's not too overpowering. What did it do, and do you like it better or worse?
I like it better.
Okay. And what did it do for you?
And I'm just gonna say it because I don't really know what to say. I feel like it brought the wine more alive.
Like the fruit part came out more.
Yes,
I
actually,
agree.
it was just like, it kind of woke up in my mouth. And I feel like less tannins, or I just drank enough.
I agree. No, I agree. I tasted it, and oh my God, that is so good. I could eat a vat of this.
Yeah, that's really good. Now, the funny thing is, as much as I do not like reds, I usually lean on them when I'm eating steaks.
Because it is a good pairing.
And I like actually kind of the texture of the tannins and then the steak. I enjoy that. And I just feel it balances.
And who knows exactly what it is? Like, I don't know chemically what's happening in your mouth or your brain or whatever when that's happening, but it is something that you're like, things get elevated. Oh, that's really good to
Right?
hear.
That is fantastic.
By the way, Vice,
Yeah.
mashed potato mushroom thingies.
Now going back to the house aspect, why are they calling that their house cab?
You know what? This was an expression, I believe, by Malik Amrani. When you click the little QR code thing, he talks all about the different flavors in it. And he definitely has the wine language. He talks about flavors that I don't necessarily know what those flavors should taste like. But you know what? You can feel his passion when he's talking about it a little bit.
Yeah, so this dude's obviously super passionate about
Yes.
it. But I don't think you're answering my question.
I don't know what your question was. I forgot it. I've been drinking.
It seems like what he's saying is this is what I feel like if you went to Italy, you know how they call it their house wine?
I see
It's
what
because
you're
I'm
saying.
making it in the backyard. And they're like, this is our house wine and it's amazing. Where in the United
This
States...
is just, he took all the red bottles from his own home and just put them into a barrel. And they made a new mix. That's their house wine. So after the Vice was kind enough to send us all of these drinks, which honestly, these have been honest reviews. We have not kind of influenced what we said by anything. I've actually liked all three of these.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, 100%.
What was your favorite?
Oh, wow. Because I actually really like this with the potatoes.
And you're like, I don't
I'm
like
not a red guy. But
This
no,
happens every time.
I'm still going to say I love that rosé. That rosé was fantastic.
Danny's gonna kill me, but
Right.
you get to go home with the rosé. And we're also gonna do a quick toast, and you're gonna get some rosé. And I think I did like them all. I don't even know which one I like best, but I do like reds in general best. So I think I'm gonna toast with the red, and we'll pour you a little rosé to toast. So.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right, cool. We do not see each other much. We just don't. But I do consider you a very close friend.
Yay.
Like, I just feel like we gel. I feel like we gel like cousins. Like, if you were, you know, people are like, oh, he's like a brother. You're not like a brother. You're like a cousin. You're like somebody I see at the holidays, and then we
get
fight
drunk
and
together?
wrestle and whatever. Okay, you went for an older version of us. I went for like
Yeah, we're 8.
We're like 8 years old.
8 years old? Let's have some beer.
I'm like, let's wrestle. He's like, no, with alcohol.
Let's get drunk.
Okay.
I get it, because like when you see cousins, like when you're 25, when you're back from college or something, and you're like, oh my goodness, man, I haven't seen you in ages. And
It brings it
just
back.
brings back,
It
yeah.
brings it back. Yeah.
Thank you for
I
saying
appreciate you, like, you know, picking out my fashions. Sort of picking out my fashions.
Sorta.
I kind of picked out my
Yeah.
fashions, and you're like, these are the ones that I approve of. I really appreciate you being a part of this show. Being literally a part of this show since we first did it to now, when we're like in our 3rd season, plus a few little weird pandemic mini weird seasons.
You put the work in.
It all count. I did put the work in, and
Yeah.
you put the work in, and I think, and your show has grown.
Oh, thanks.
Because when you
Thanks.
first came here, I think we were at like 57 followers
Yeah.
or something, and now you're in the thousands, and I think that's amazing. And you know,
thanks.
now I'd like to ride your coattails because I feel like you tapped into something, and I think that's why it's working. Your personality is what people want to see, talking about what you talk about, and you know, weighing in on what you weigh in. And
Like even the people who create this Vice, they're like just passionate about it.
yep, it's that authenticity. It's
Yeah,
like
and
I
that's what
really
everybody
care.
says.
Yeah.
Find that passion. And you can talk about wine all day. To you. And invite me over and let me be a part of your channel.
Heck yeah, done. Cheers.
Oh, that rosé's good. Oh,
Yeah.
that rosé's good.
Good job, Vice, and thanks.
Yes.
I can't wait to toast with you, so call me a cab.